Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. This is Riverside Farms by MISSYB. It's 245.51 megabytes to download. It says, welcome to Riverside Farms. This is a fictitious map based around the beautiful East Cheshire region in the United Kingdom. On this map you'll find 5 active farms for you to choose from, along with locations around the map, which with some TLC can be reformed to make an additional base of operations. All animal pens are built and custom to the map. 1 BGA, reasonably priced or free on new farmer. 1 sawmill. 1 large forest with extra forestry locations darted around the map, 2 large placeable areas to tantalise your creative side, loads of shed space, precision farming ready, seasons ready, bulk buying from North Farm Shop and Mid Farm Shop, free lime from both farm shops plus seed fertiliser and liquid fertiliser and herbicide. Additional crops including onions, carrots, rye, millet and sorghum. Have you got what it takes to thrive in this beautiful and tranquil environment? Come and give it a go. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. Right opposite a statue of MISSYB's logo. Nice touch. So this is the map. I'll zoom out, nice and big, loads of sale points, and they're all scattered around the map, so you're going to be driving around to get to certain points if you so wish. We start off over here, nowhere near our farm, because I'm in new farmer mode, like I always am for these tours. So in new farmer mode we start off with this area up here, which is our main farm. It's got a cow pasture on it. You don't start off with any fields, so it's just this main farm, and like it says in the description, we've got the BGA down here as well. The field prices are dirt cheap, guys. 75 over here, good size field, only 130,000 to buy. Field 43, 20,000 to buy. These are our 2 biggest fields on the map, 13 and 12. 388,000 for 13, 365 for 12. There is a couple of placeable areas, as it says. There's one right in the top right hand corner just there, which is completely clear and very flat. That's only 33,000 to buy. You've got this area here which is full of trees, so that will need clearing out if you want to do that. That's 26,000 to buy. And I think that is pretty much it for the placeable areas in terms of just nothing there sort of thing, because other places like this place here, this is full of trees, but that comes part of this farm here. And there's also another area here that needs completely clearing out, and that's got some shed space. That's only 25,000 to buy, but we will check all this out. It will make more sense as we go round. Now there is other animals and pens on the map, but you can't see them, so as soon as you buy the land they will appear, but they are on here. So just up the top here, this section here is for your sheep, and that is 43,000 to buy. You can just sort of see the little barn there. That's where the wool will spawn, but it'll all come apparent in a second when we get round there. There's a pig farm just there, that's 24,000 to buy. And again, obviously you have to own them for the symbols to show up and to use them. Bottom right hand corner, that's a horse pasture, that's 23,000 to buy. Then just over here, no, sorry, that one there, we've got a chicken farm. You also get field 66, and it comes with a small silo. That's 27,000 to buy. And then we've got another cow pasture just there, again with another farm silo. That's 60,000 to buy. And then we've also got these 2 farms here which are separate. So that one's 75,000 to buy. Like I said, it comes with this area with the trees that need clearing, and then you've got this farm there which is 23,000 to buy. You can, there is a gate linking these farms up, again you'll see in a second, but at the minute as it stands, the only way to get in this yard or these two farms is this way here. There is another entrance here which again you'll see, but it needs clearing out. There's trees in the way, so it will all become apparent. In new farmer mode, a lot of our equipment is scattered around the map, so we've got some up at our farm, some at our shop, as you can see. There's also our truck and trailer down here somewhere, and there's a tractor here which we'll talk about in a second as well. So sell points, absolutely loads of them. So what I'm going to do is, normally I'd stop and I'd go through what each sell point takes, but I'll probably just show you the sell points as we turn up. I'm not going to click onto this menu and keep saying, you know, this takes this crop, blah blah blah. The BGA though, just while I remember that, it will take potato, sugar beet, sugar cane, and it will also take wood chips, so that's pretty handy to know. And whilst we're here, we've got custom crops. Now that symbol next to the herbicide bottle is compost, and I believe for console players that is not an option, so but that is still on there, the picture. And then we've got custom crops after that. We've got carrots, onions, millet, sorghum and rye in that order, which is pretty cool, having custom crops. Our equipment, another thing to point out, as you can see, most of it has done a lot of hours, and it's not worth a lot of things, not worth a lot of money. So that's one thing to point out. So if you're thinking of selling everything off or selling some things, you're probably not going to get as much as what you hope or think you're going to get. As you can see, a lot of it's in the red. Now the top there, the voucher S374, that isn't actually in our garage. That is a leased item, but I will go through that again in a second. So that is something to be careful of as well. And obviously in new farmer mode, we should start off with 100,000 pounds, euros or dollars. We've already had 311 taken off of us for fuel costs for some reason, so I'm not sure about that. And there is contracts available, as you can see. So that is that section here. So what I'm going to do is I will show you these three areas here on foot, seeing as we're right next door to them. Then I'm going to cut up to the main farm, and then we'll start going through our equipment, slot counts, etc. I'll show you around the farm, and then we'll get cracking on with it. So apologies if I've waffled on, but I've tried to, it's taken me quite a while to get everything written down, tested a few things, just so I can give you as much information as I can about the map. So let's quickly have a little run round. So straight away to our left here, we've got a main sort of sale point. That's Titch's Agri. Again, I'm not going to show you what it does and doesn't take. Behind us, we've got a fuel station, petrol station, just like that. And then just over here, we've got our like supermarket, cash machine there. And this is another sale point. So if you go around the back, just here, there you go, and that is the store sale point, like so. One thing I will show you is we've got our sawmill, which is pretty much slack bang in the middle of the forest. There's only two ways in and out of this sawmill. You've got one up the top of the map which winds all round, and then we've got one down here where we are currently at the minute. So I'll just quickly show you that before we jump up to the main farm. So somewhere along here there is a gate just there by the look of it. So that is one entrance and exit into the sawmill, like so. So I am going to jump to the main farm now, and we'll have a look at around that area. Right, so we're up at our main farm. As you can see, it's nice open area up this end. We've got plenty of shed space here. Pretty much everything's got lights on, which is pretty handy. This is our cow pasture barn. That's going to be your milk point there. You've got your feed trough all the way through here in the middle. I'm guessing the straw is probably going to be here as well. That's one thing I didn't test actually. So your water point there, open your gate, you'll have your dialogue box just the other side of the gate. This will hold 500 cows. All the animal pens, obviously bar the horses, will hold 500. The horses will hold 16, but I will go through that again as we get to them. Slurry point there, manure point just there. And we have got a huge silage clamp bunker silo there. Turn on the help menu, as you can see. Just over here we have got, this is liquid fertilizer and herbicide. I'm just checking my notes, it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy written down. So although it says in the description, this is what I couldn't understand, it says bulk buying from North Farm and I think it was the Mid Farms. Well, I'm guessing this is North Farm, there's no other farm, you know, further up from there. But as far as I can see, everything on this farm, it's all storage. So this is a storage tank for liquid fertilizer and herbicide. That will hold 60,000 litres because I've tested that. We've got a DEF storage tank there, and we've got a diesel storage tank there. They both hold 10,000 litres. So obviously they're empty at the minute, but you'll need to put them in. You've got tons of storage space here. Again, all lights, light switch over there. These doors are quite noisy. Some of our equipment stored inside them. Now I haven't come across a couple of issues already on here, this being the first one. So again, this is storage, it's not bulk buying, because there's a couple more of these on the map at other farms and they would work, but this one I could not get to work. But I've tested the other ones. Now this is going to be seeds in this section. This is 100,000 litre capacity, and then this side is going to be solid fertiliser and lime, and that's 120,000 litre capacity. But like I say, I could not get this to work, this one up the main farm. The triggers would not come up, but the others would. So that's how I know there's the capacities that there are. Again, some more of our equipment, shed space with lights. This is quite cool, I like this. Again, MISSYB's logo up there. So this is our silo, this whole stretch along there, and it's all individual. So you'll tip in there, and then your pipes out are there, and they're in exactly the same order. It's just the 7 standard crops which are on your screen now. So wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soybeans and corn, and they are in that order. So wheat, barley, blah blah blah, etc, etc. So they're all individual, they're quite cool. And if you open them up, you've got all the grains like so tipped in there to simulate that you're getting it out from there. So that's quite cool. We've got a workshop trigger just there, again with lights, loads more storage space. And I think that's pretty much it for the main farm. I think I've covered everything. Our silo, I believe, is going to be, that says 5 million up there, but we've also got silos other, so there is quite a few silos on here. So I'm not 100% sure of all the capacities, but I mean, I tried to test as much as I could, but it did take quite a while. So we're going to take the Fent for a tour around. We'll have to drop off the mowers first. Now what I'll probably have to do is do a little bit of cutting here and there. So if we head on out this way, and we'll head down, we'll check out all these areas here. So when I think I need to cut, I will do, because so that we're not coming sort of back on ourselves. So you've got, I think there's 3 entrances and exits to this main farm. Huge cattle grid there at this entrance, and as you can see, Riverside Farm. There is traffic on this map, which is a little bit brutal. They're not very forgiving. So if we turn down here, and also there is collisions on the hedges, as you can see, which some people aren't going to like. Right, so we've got a few sell points on top of each other here. So we've got Farm Barn, which is there on our left, which will do your bells loose and that wall, not wall, you know what I mean. Then we've got Farm Wall, which is obviously for your wall. Let's just double check. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but I just want to see if that does cotton as well. It does, that's pretty good. Then we've got a lime buy point just there. So maybe that's what they're on about, mid farm, north farm, I'm not sure. Then we've got a manure sale point just there. See, it's all quite on top of each other, you can't really, you know. Then we've got another main sale point just there. And if we open these gates, we've got another sale point there, which that looks like cotton and wool as well. So there you go, yeah, cozy wool, and we've also got farm wool. So you've got 2 cotton and wool sale points in the same place, really. So plenty of options to choose from. I mean, if I tried testing absolutely everything on this map, it would have taken me ages. As it stands, this map came out 2 days ago, I think. 3 maps dropped at exactly the same time, so I've tried to do the best I could with all 3 of them. This one took the longest in terms of checking everything out, testing things, but I've just done the main things that I think will be of interest to you guys. So just in front of us is one of those huge fields. You can see the size of it. I think that was 13, that one, yeah. So look at the size of that. Massive. And then just on our right is the entrance up to our pig farm. Just there. Hit the hedge. So we've got another cattle grid. Quite a lot of trees overhanging the tracks and roads, so that again might upset a few people, but it just adds a bit of character to the map, I feel. So up into here, we've got our pig farm. So we've got our pig silo there, which again isn't a buy point, it's a silo, and that will hold 120,000 litres. Let's turn that off. Open the gate, your dialogue box there for the pigs. Obviously it will not work, look, because we don't own it, but that will hold 500 pigs. Slurry point there. Your water trough just there. Your feed troughs there. This is going to be your straw point, and then your manure point is just there. Bit of shed space, and again we've got some of our equipment here. So this is our slurry spreader and tank. That's a point, I didn't go through what our equipment was, did I? Sorry guys. Right, so in new farmer mode, in fact in all three modes you start off with exactly the same equipment. It's just in farm manager will start from scratch. You don't start off with any land, so you don't get the farm, you don't get the BGA. So in all three modes it's 650 slots out of 1299. If you sell everything off you can get that down to 471. So we got the Fendt 724 Vario, the Fendt 1050 which we're in, we got a Phoenix truck, Russell Mash harvester, we've got Manitou telehandler, Crampade trailer, header for your harvester, we've got a plough, we've got a cultivator, and you can see some of the hours on there. Look at the seeder there, look how many hours on there, 1756 hours. So we've got seeder, we've got a planter, we've got an additional tank, we've got a crop protection sprayer, fertilizer spreader, our slurry tank and spreader attachment, mowers front and rear, and that is it. Now if we go into leased items, there's that voucher, so just be careful because that is on lease, and like I say, that is at one of those main farms. I'll show you again. That is down here. We will look at it later. I believe, according to one of the other YouTubers, when they did an early access map tour, it's supposed to be MISSYB's tractor because she's got the old pink wheels on there, which like looks quite funky. Right, we are going to head out of the pig farm and we're going to come down here and across. I'll show you this area there, and then we're going to head up to the shop and these sell points like so. So I'll probably cut to about here just to show you this point. Right, so this is the area to our left that needs clearing out. As you can see, that is the entrance. It's got a tree right slap bang in the middle. Around the other side there is a sign to it, but we are going to go up this way. We'll check out these sell points in the animal dealer on our left. Lovely river that sweeps all the way through the map. So just in here we've got another barn sell point like so. So we're up here, and there's also the dairy there, which is the tanks on the left. And then we've also got the animal dealer, and we've got Lily's grains as well here. Actually, sorry, the dairy is up in this top left hand corner. Just there where those are, just there. Over here we've got our animal dealer like so. As you can see, this map has got me a little bit confused because there's so many sale points on there, it's just ridiculous. So there's Lily's grains, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, so that's the main sale point. So we'll come on out of here up to the shop. It's very much, it's got quite a few features like Riverside Farms did, which MISSYB done as well. So we'll jump out quick. So some of our equipment's here, like I say. Your reset point is here. If you buy anything, it will appear here. We've got a workshop trigger just there. Some of our equipment in. This is your shop. Some of our equipment is inside. So there's our harvester. Another one of our tractors. So those two are decoration, but this is ours. Plough's decoration, and that's ours. That's the only way out. Again, pretty much like Riverside Farms, I think. So you're probably going to have to reset some of this to get it out, I would have thought, just to make it easier. But that's the shop area. Now what I'm going to do again is cut, because I want to come down here, save us going through everything. I'll probably bring you back in around here so you can see the sign to this place there. So we're just coming back up to this place that needs clearing on our left, and as you can see, Glider Farm, another tree right in the middle of the entrance, all needs clearing. That gives you an option to have another base or more storage, etc., whatever you want to do, sell points. There is so many other things I could probably show you on this map, but if I show you everything, A, you're not getting to see and discover things yourself, and B, it's going to take far too long for the map tour. So if we scoot down this way, on our right hand side we're going to have the BGA, which we've already talked about. So we've got a way station in and out. You've got your digestate pipe just to our left there, and then your tip in digester, sell point, whatnot just in front of us. Some bunker silos, silo clamps there, some shed storage space. Back out the BGA, along this way, because I shed that's talking about sheds. I said I was going to show you all the animal pens and areas. Obviously the triggers won't work, but I can at least show you them so you know where they are. So there's another huge field on our left there, number 12. And then just coming up on the right hand side, before we hit the edge of the map, we've got our horse stable, little sort of riding area, training area. So your dialogue box will be there where the gates are. We've got our feed trough there, straw, and then water just there. And there's a gate or fence there I've just smashed into. Right, so we sort of did, I'll show you what we did. We came out this way, down into this sale point area, all the way down here, back up, pig food. I came down, brought you back in around here, up to these sale points, up to the shop, back down, past the placeable area, went round here, BGA, horse stable. I'll cut again to as we're coming out of this area just here, because we've got a few more sale points just up there. So I will see you in a second. Right, so we're just coming back out of this area. I think we can get into this place over here. There is another entrance exit behind us. So just here, this is where our truck is. As you can see, there's actually two sale points right on top of each other. Open this door up. So you've got one there where our truck and trailer is, one there, and then we've also got another one just there like so. So we've got Angry Mill Grains, Ismo's Mill and Cartin Grains, all right on top of each other. And from there we'll come back out, we'll go all the way along. I'll show you this area. This is the way you can't get into this farm area. Then we'll sort of head down to this corner. So over the nice little bridge for the river, and then on our left another nice little feature. On here we've got the local pub. I was going to say it would have been quite cool if that was one of the sale points as well, but we've got enough sale points I think on this map. So if we just stop here, we've got Terrier 930 Farm, I think it is. And as you can see, hope you enjoy getting in. You need to clear all these trees to be able to get into that farm area. But like I said, you can access it from the other side, which we'll see later. We're going to head on down because there's some more interesting areas just down this side. Now you've got another yard area here, Rye the Guy farm. So if we open these gates, you're going to need to clear all this area. I'm guessing you could just use the landscaping tool to get rid of this, but this is a nice sort of area to set up a farm. You've got shed space here, and you've got some more of these silos which we had at our main farm. Again, these ones all worked, all the others worked, just not the main farm area. And we've got shed space there, more over there, and we've actually got a farmhouse just in that corner which we'll see. But just through these gates we've got the chicken sort of farm. Now as far as I can see, this is the only way in and out of this chicken farm, so if you did want to buy just this area, you're going to have to come through all those trees and bushes like that. We've got our small silo just there, your eggs are going to appear there, feed troughs just there, and then just in front of the gate or behind the gate is your dialogue box, and that's going to hold 500 chickens like I said earlier. There was an interesting fact with the sheep pen which I'll talk about when we get up there, which I found. We've also got a workshop trigger just there, and like I said, there's your farmhouse just there. Now I head next door, which again I think is a lovely little area if you want to have a bit of a break from your farming. We've got greenhouses. So on our left we've got tomatoes, and on our right is lettuce. So there you go, lettuce and tomato greenhouses. And then just up here by the entrance exit, so obviously these will need to take water and manure. Let's just show you. I'll put the help menu on and walk near one. There you go, water fill level, manure fill level. So manure goes in there and the water's just there. We've got a place to store your manure just there, it's not a bunker silo, and then we've got a place to store your water, so that's quite handy. Talking of water, what I did notice was MISSYB's, oh that's another thing I forgot to show you, sorry guys. Like I said, this map's got me all flustered. There is some modded in items which I'll show you now. So in vehicles we had Beat Technology. We've got these two which are going to be able to harvest, well it will harvest potatoes as well, because these ones will only do sugar beets. It will do potatoes, onions and carrots. And then in tools, under trailers, we had that Crampe trailer there, which is slightly similar to that, but it's a sort of different design. It's only 1,000 litre more, so but it's just a different design. But look at the price, 10,000 to buy. That's the difference. In Beat Technology, you're going to have modded in headers, so you've got separate ones, onion and carrot, so they're specific to that crop type. Then in miscellaneous we had MISSYB's trailers she's added in, and also the Joskin Aquatrans, which has been modded in to take everything down the bottom there, which is pretty cool. The issue I had with MISSYB's trailer, I used this one to test out the herbicide and liquid fertiliser on the main farm, etc. As soon as I hooked up to it, it just constantly had the refill trailer option up even when you weren't near anything, and I click the button and it just fills up with water. So that's another issue I found with that. And then also we had in auger wagons, we've got the beet cart which will take all of that down the bottom, potatoes, sugar cane, onions, carrots, sugar beets, and also Potato Technology. Got these two headers which will do your potatoes like so. I think that was it, so apologies for missing that out at the start. Should have showed you that when we showed you the equipment. So head out of here, and then to our left we've got quite a lot of sale points again on top of each other. She's added in a slurry yard, which is a fantastic mod, I reckon, because you can sell your digestate and slurry etc. for good price. So just there and on the left is your manure sale point, there's your slurry and your digestate sale point. Just there on the left is a fuel buy point. We've got another main sale point there, and then just over here we've got potatoes and sugar beets just there, sale points. So as you can see, manure, slurry yard, fuel, Zeke's grains, and then potatoes and sugar beets like so. Now we'll head on up this way and we'll go in and check out this farm. Right, so we're just about to head into this farm area there. I think that says Veg Spartan 300 farm. So if we turn in here, that's the area on the left with the trees in that you can clear if you want to use that for extra storage, placeables, whatnot. So this really is the main entrance for this top farm. The bottom farm, which is next door, was where the trees were. So got a farmhouse there where you can add a sleep trigger, loads of shed space, storage, as you can see, another workshop trigger just there. We've got a farm silo there with liquid storage as well, so it's going to be a multi-fruit one. We've got a huge bunker silo, silage clamp, and then this gate leads into the next farm, and then you've got all these tanks again for the seed, fertiliser, whatnot. They all worked for me. There's your exit out of there, which is obviously overgrown. More shed space here, another silo just there, workshop trigger. There's MISSYB's tractor, nice and dirty, and we can use it because it is a leased item, as you can see. Another farmhouse behind us if you wanted to add a sleep trigger. So we'll come out of there. I'll probably cut now until we get up near these two sale points. Right, so we're just coming up to those two sale points, which are just in here. So you've got one to our right there, and the other one is around the back just there. And they were Jay's Milling, Elmer's Grain. Now we'll head on round past this sale point which we saw earlier, and I'll head up and I'll bring you back in when we're coming into this farm area here, which has got the other cow pasture in. So we've got our huge forestry area on the right, and then this is our entrance to this farm, which is the big beef farm. Nice long driveway into it. Again, these cows will hold 500. Pretty straightforward with all the feed triggers and whatnot. More shed space. We've got our silo just there where you tip in there, and the pipe is just there with MISSYB's logo on the top. I like that, she's done that, it's quite cool. Putting her stamp on it. So I'll quickly show you this. You can have your milk point just there. Your dialogue box is, I think, was here. Slurry there, manure there, which is inside. Obviously you've got to come inside. I think your straw trigger is going to be inside here, and then your feed troughs along there, and your water trough is just there, like so. Possibly the trigger will be in that gate actually. I did test it, but it was a little while ago. My brain's been frazzled since then. So from there we'll head on out and up. I'll bring you back in up near the, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll come up and visit that area and we'll come back this way. So I'll bring you back in sort of when we're driving towards these sale points. So we're just heading up to the northwest part of the map where all these sale points are. Quite a few on top of each other again. So just in there we've got a sale point just there, another line point there, so I'm guessing that's the line points that she's on about in the description. Got a spinnery or cotton and wool sale point, another barn sale point, and then we've got, I believe that is root crops, so that is probably going to take, let's just check that one out because that's a bit more, I would imagine it's going to be potato, sugar beet, sugar cane, nothing else. Yeah, so root crops sale point just there. And that is it for that area. No, tell a lie. We've got another two right on top of each other here again, like we did down where our truck is. So that is quite a few we've got in here. Spoilt for choice. So that is that area. I'll bring you back in when we're heading sort of down here. We'll check out biomass, which is going to be a sale point for your wood chips. So we've got our biomass sale point just here, which will do your wood chips like so. Let's spin around without hitting anything. And then we'll head on into the sawmill area, because this is the other entrance to it. I showed you the one down the bottom part of the area that it is in. So we need to swing up here. It's quite dark up around this area. And then, oh, just in here, I've got to open this gate. It's a bit of a drive in. Loads of trees in here to be cut down though. And with it being so close to the sawmill, it's quite handy. Probably going to switch to this view just for this area. Opens out now, like so. Over there in the background, wood chip sale point. And you've actually got two, as far as I can see, sale points for your timber and your lumber. So you've got one just there, and you've got another one just here. So if we click on the map, we've got Knight's wood chips, and then you've got this Vulcan sawmill and Knight's sawmill. Right, I will cut again to us coming out of the sawmill, and we're going to head up here where the sheep pen is, and I think that is it. I probably won't show you this area up here. You can check that out for yourself. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so we're back on this road and we're heading towards the sheep pen, which we can just sort of see now in the background. So that's the shed that you can see on the map. Oh, there's a plane. Where is it? That flies over it every now and then. Big jumbo jet. There it is. I thought that was quite smart. Sounds good as well. That was perfect timing. Right, so if we pull in here, engine off, we'll open that gate. So this is your sheep pasture. Just inside this gate is going to be your dialogue box. pretty sure there was hazard, the hatched areas, but you probably have to own that. Tell you what we'll do, let's just experiment, providing we got enough money. We have, so there you can see the sheep icon now appears. And no, maybe there wasn't. Oh yes there is, look, there you go. So now we've got our dialogue box. I'll come back to that because that was my other sort of issue I found with the sheep pen. So your wall's going to appear just under this shed. You've got your feed trough there, and you've got your water trough just there. Now I'm going to just buy one sheep just to show you. So we'll buy Cuthbert, that's what we're calling him. He's out there somewhere, there he is. Now all the animal pens, when they appear on your screen when you buy them, they'll have a number next to them like that on this map. So apart from the horses, like I say, all the others hold 500, so it will say 500. This actually let me put in 510 sheep, which I've not personally heard of. I thought 500 was the max that I've seen. I could be wrong, but it allowed me to put 510 in. But then all of a sudden I lost the option of getting the dialogue box back up like that, and I wasn't allowed to jump either. I lost that function, so that was another little issue I found with the sheep pen. But that is it. I think we've done everything. That is Riverside Farm by MISSYB. So I hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like. Apologies for it being a bit jumbled up and me forgetting things, but my notes are all scattered around the place because it did frazzle my brain a little bit, this one, with so much going on. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.